In the shadows of the 19th century, amidst flickering gas lamps and chalk-scribbled blackboards, a quiet revolution was unfolding, one that would pierce through flesh, see through bone, and transform medicine forever. This is the story of Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, the man who saw the invisible. His discovery, X-rays, was more than a scientific breakthrough. It cracked open the chest without a single cut, revealing broken bones, hidden bullets, and diseased lungs. It changed the way doctors saw the human body and saved millions of lives. But who was this man? How did a boy born in the age of steam engines grow up to bend light, earn the world's first Nobel Prize in physics, and yet remain almost unknown today? Join us as we trace the life of a quiet genius, a man of science, humility, and a vision that would forever change how we see the world. Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was born on March 27, 1845, a small town of Lennep, in the Prussian Rhine province, now part of Remscheid, Germany. He was the only child of Friedrich Conrad Röntgen, a cloth manufacturer, and Charlotte Constanze Frohwein, a woman of noble Dutch lineage. His father, Friedrich, was a successful merchant, known for his discipline, methodical thinking, and love of craftsmanship. From him, Wilhelm inherited a deep respect for precision and perseverance. His mother, Charlotte, was intelligent and refined, with a love for music and learning, traits that would nurture Wilhelm's imagination and curiosity. But Wilhelm's childhood was not without struggle. In 1848, during a time of political instability, the family moved to Apeldoorn in the Netherlands, where his mother's family lived. The shift would be a defining moment in young Wilhelm's upbringing. Wilhelm's early education began at the Institute of Martinus Herman van Doorn in Apeldoorn. He was a quiet, thoughtful student, more interested in tinkering with objects than reciting Latin verses. But his love for nature, mechanics, and understanding how things worked stood out. However, tragedy struck his academic path. At the age of 17, while attending the Utrecht Technical School, Wilhelm was expelled unjustly after being accused of sketching a caricature of a teacher, something he did not do. He left without a diploma or even a chance to explain. But this setback would not deter him. In 1865, driven by sheer determination, Röntgen applied to the Federal Polytechnic Institute in Zurich, today known as ETH Zurich, under a loophole that did not require formal school certificates. There, his brilliance began to shine. He studied mechanical engineering under Kundt, who quickly recognized Wilhelm's scientific promise. Kundt took him under his wing, introducing him to experimental physics, a field where Wilhelm would eventually find his calling. Röntgen earned his PhD from the University of Zurich in 1869, with a dissertation on the specific heat of gases. His work was meticulous, his curiosity boundless. By the 1890s, Röntgen had held various academic posts at Strasbourg, Gießen, Würzburg, and Munich. He became a respected physicist, known for his humble demeanor and exceptional integrity. But it was in Würzburg, on November 8, 1895, that destiny called. He was working with cathode rays using a Crookes tube when he noticed something strange. A barium platinocyanide-coated screen in his lab began to glow, without any direct contact. What kind of ray could penetrate solid cardboard and light up the screen? He called the mysterious radiation X-rays, the X standing for the unknown. Over the next several weeks, he worked tirelessly in isolation. On December 22nd, he produced the world's first X-ray image of his wife Anna Bertha's hand. When Anna saw the image, she whispered, "I have seen my death." Röntgen knew the magnitude of his discovery, but hesitated to publish. After thorough validation, he submitted his findings in late December, and on January 5, 1896, the world saw the miracle on a new kind of ray. Within weeks, Röntgen's discovery stunned the world. Scientists confirmed it, doctors praised it, and newspapers celebrated it. Surgeons began using X-rays to locate bullets and fractures, forever transforming medicine. But Wilhelm Röntgen did not patent the discovery. He believed knowledge belonged to humanity. He donated his Nobel Prize money to research, and refused to profit from X-rays. His humility was as legendary as his science. A student asked, "Why didn't you patent the X-rays, Professor?" Röntgen smiled and said with humility, "Because it must benefit all." In 1901, Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen was awarded the first Nobel Prize in physics, honored for a discovery that had already saved countless lives. He continued teaching and researching, but lived simply. World War I deeply affected him. He lost much of his savings due to German economic collapse and refused to use his fame for comfort. His beloved wife Anna passed away in 1919, and Wilhelm himself succumbed to cancer on February 10, 1923. He was buried beside her, with no grand monument, just a simple grave for a man who revealed the invisible. From the chalk-dusted blackboards of 19th century Germany to the most advanced hospitals of the 21st century, Wilhelm Röntgen's legacy lives on. He changed the way we see not just the body, but the world. His life reminds us that greatness lies not in glory, but in giving. That science, when driven by humility and hope, can shine a light through even the darkest of places. Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, a man who didn't just look, he saw. Today, a century later, Röntgen's discovery touches billions of lives. X-rays have become a daily hero in the world of medicine. This day, more than 3.6 billion X-ray tests are done around the world each year. In the United States, over 275 million scans are performed yearly, with X-rays making up more than half. The UK carries out around 40 million X-rays yearly. The Germany, birthplace of X-rays, sees approximately 90 million such procedures, while fast-growing countries like China and India conduct hundreds of millions more each year to meet their massive healthcare needs. Röntgen's discovery paved the way for modern imaging, from cancer diagnosis to airport security, from deep space research to dental care. Even a century later, it continues to reveal what once remained invisible. He was a man of science, of humility, and of vision, a man who looked into the darkness and found light. This is Wilhelm Conrad Röntgen, the man who gave us the power to see the invisible.
Thanks for being with Awards. Subscribe to know more about international award winners and unsung heroes behind peace, science, and humanity.